no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside this description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so this is where to all reach now, where this white man from Britain, born and raised in Britain, have no connection to Jamaica. He's not a Jamaican. The only connection that he has to Jamaica is that his ancestors owned slaves. And now we have black people running behind him. And this is what this white man says. Dead people can't vote because he wanted his PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization gunmen to kill black people, JLP supporters, so that he can become the Prime Minister of Jamaica to rule over black people. And we have, foolish black people, illiterate, licky, beggy, dunces, even educated people, people that you thought that would know better, running behind them because of power. Even people that we serve within our police force. But you have to understand, once a criminal, always a criminal. If a person is a criminal-minded person, then nothing can change them. As for me, born and raised in Ibelli Beast, don't tell me about what my family have benefited from Michael Manley's policies and the houses that we have received. As I had said to them, and I'll say again, give me the books and not the guns. Michael Manley was the epitome of evil, and he was the devil incarnate. As we have seen, so this man has resurrected Michael Manley playbook in which he believes in killing black people so that he can lead over us. And then you have black people willing to oblige the white man, because to them the white man is God. So picture this. A man born on foreign soil, Mark Gummy Golden, sitting face to face with a Jamaican Don, gangster, killer, Corrego, Chargie, Badness, chair. And out of his mouth, with a coldness that could chill the marrow of your bones, come with the words, dead people can't vote. Pause for a second. Let that sink in. This isn't politics as usual. This isn't a slip of the tongue. This is a confession. A confession that to him, the lives of poor black Jamaicans are not just obstacles to be removed, bodies to be buried. So we can't sit in the highest office. This is what he wants, He want bodies to be buried so that he can sit in the highest office in Jamaica. We have seen this movie before. Michael Manley. They had a British-born citizen taught us this script, turning neighbors against neighbors, flooding our streets with guns and sacrificing the blood of the poor on the altar of political power. And now, in 2025, we are staring down the same barrel, the barrel of the same gun. But this time, the man holding it wasn't even born here. No foreigner should sit in Jamaica's parliament, and absolutely no foreigner should be Prime Minister of Jamaica. Not when his loyalty is already in question. Not when he never felt the hunger of a ghetto child. Never stood in Arnett Gardens, Jonestown, the Arty Valley Gardens, when he smelled the air, smelled of dog feces, gunpowder and blood. Never bury a friend whose life was taken by political violence. He didn't experience what I experienced in the 70s growing up in Jonestown. Walking out of where you live to see dead bodies leaning on fence on the street. He doesn't know our pain. He doesn't carry our scars. Yet he dares to think he can write our future. This isn't leadership. This is treachery. It is madness of the highest order. Jamaica's independence was not won so that we can hand the keys of our nation to someone who openly treats Jamaicans' lives as expendable. Our blood is not for sale. Mark Gummy Beer Golden. And we say to hell with you and your supporters and your low IQ voters who have no knowledge of their history. A people without their history is like a tree without a root. Our children are not bargaining chips. Our future is not a foreigner's stepping stone. History is clear. Once leaders start valuing power over lives, the killings never stop until the people stand up. So the question is, will we stand up now, or will we wait until the soil of Jamaica is soaked with even more innocent blood? Because make no mistake, dead people can't vote. It's not just a statement, it's a promise from a man who must never leave Jamaica. And I say that without any apologies. When a politician, especially one who born on foreign soil, can look at a Jamaican than the killer, choreographer, Chargie, Badness, Barnes, in the eye and out as such chilling words, dead people can't vote in the context of slaughtering black Jamaicans for his political gain. We are witnessing the very essence of evil. This is not just politics, my people. This is the naked face of wickedness. This is the white man revealing himself. Remember, you know, everything that has to do with whiteness in history, all have to do with wickedness. Remember I said there's no good in wickedness, you know. When you talk about wickedness, white people are the epitome of wickedness. Remember, you know, white people they committed the most genocide. They killed the most people on earth. When it come on to lying, everything that's evil, white people. White people is the only race of people that kill people, desecrated other people, and destroy millions of lives, maybe billions, who to know? Because remember back then, you know, we didn't have statistics. This is the same brand of moral rats and calculated cruelty that Michael Manley unleashed upon us as a people in the 1970s, right up to 1980, an ideology that treats lives of the poor black Jamaican as nothing more than pawns on a chessboard of power. For a man with foreign roots, a man whose loyalty is questionable by the mere fact that his umbilical cord was not cut in on Jamaican soil, to speak so callously about the extermination of the very people he seeks to govern is beyond audacity. It's treachery of the highest order. Jamaica is not a playground for foreign-born opportunists to treat our pain, our stepping stone to their ambition. The blood of our people, our brothers, our sisters, our children is not currency to be traded for political dominance. No outsider should sit in Jamaica's parliament, much less be entrusted with the sacred office of Prime Minister. No foreigners, none. And we know the wicked them a listen, but your time is coming too. This is more than madness. It's a betrayal of our ancestors and a desecration of our sovereignty, and an insult to every Jamaican who has struggled, fought and died for our right to self-determination. To allow such a man to lead would be to declare that the lives of black Jamaicans are expendable. That our votes mean nothing unless they serve the agenda of those who do not share our heritage, our struggle, or our blood. Jamaica must rise with one voice and say, we will not be ruled by those who see us as disposable. We will not surrender our future to the hands of a foreigner who salivates at the thought of our demise. Our country is not for sale. Our people are not for slaughter, and our destiny will not be written by those who never share our journey. This is not one of us. This man, let it sink in when he says dead people can't vote. This isn't just a casual remark. This is a blueprint for power soaked in blood. It's an admission that the lives of poor black Jamaicans are nothing more than obstacles to be removed, bodies to be buried, so he can climb the ladder to the Jamaica's highest political office. This is the kind of dangerous thinking that destroys nations from within. It is the same venom Michael Manley injected into the veins of our people, turning neighbors against neighbors, communities against community, and treating black lives as disposable tool for our political dominance. And yet here we are in 2025 facing the prospect of handing over our country to a man who was not even born here. Let's that make sense. No foreigner should ever sit in Jamaica's parliament, much less rule as Prime Minister. That's when their loyalty to Jamaica is questionable. That when their bloodline and upbringing were never rooted in our struggles, our pain, our fight for survival. A foreign-born leader like Golden does not carry the scars of Jonestown, Hornet Gardens, Tivoli Gardens, Rockfort, Cockburn Pen, Tower Hill, Kling Avenue. A foreign-born leader like Mark Gummy Golden, he never felt hunger. I forget a child going to bed without food, hearing crickets or noise in your ears that you can't fathom because you're hungry. He never stood in the street while the blood of friends or family soaked the pavement after political gunmen did their work. He cannot understand our story, yet he seeks to write our future. We must call this what it is, madness at the highest order. To place the fate of our entire black nation into the hands of a man who openly suggests that death of his fellow citizen, in which he is not a part of our community. How the hell this man inject himself into Jamaica's political landscape? And now his pathway to political victory is to kill black people who think that are in his way to political victory, to spit on the graves of every Jamaican who fought for independence. This is bigger than party colors. This is about preserving our sovereignty. This is about saying to the world, Jamaica is not for sale. Jamaican blood is not going to go on the bargaining chip. And our destiny will not be shaped by those who see us as expendable pawns in their power game. This game that this man is playing with lives of black people must not be taken lightly. We have seen it. History has taught us from colonial masters to homegrown tyrants that once we allow outsiders or power-hungry leaders to devalue black lives, the killing never stops until the people stand up. The question is, will we stand up now, or will we wait until the soil of Jamaica is soaked with even innocent blood? Because, make no mistake, dead people can't vote is not just a statement, it's a promise from a man who should not be allowed to lead us. Imagine if Andrew Holness had made a statement like this, said dead people can't vote. What do you think? What kind of message that you think it is? This is a confession. This is the politics as usual. This is not slip of the tongue. This is a confession. Pause for a second, man, and let that sink in. Dead people can't vote. A confession that to him the lives of poor black Jamaicans are not just obstacles to be removed, but bodies to be buried. So we can sit in Jamaica's highest office. And then we have even our ex-police around behind them. I don't want a friend from them. As them say, we don't want no friend from them or enemy them. We have seen this movie before. Michael Manley taught us this script. We cannot allow this to happen again. Dead people can't vote is not just a statement, it's a promise from a man who never share our culture. It's a promise from a man who must never leave Jamaica. And let that sink in. This man is the epitome of evil. Oh, on God's earth, we as a people allow a man like this to lead us. He is the leader of the opposition party. When this man have no business in our parliament, because for him to utter such word, dead people can't vote, and asking a known gangster to kill black people so that he can rise to the highest office, is to show you how evil this man is. He's a devil incarnate. We know that he have his people, they have their people who works at YouTube. I would not say it, because we know. Because white people call we and tell we. So that's over. It's going 2 years now that our channel is being sabotaged by them. Because the reason why they fear the Jamaica Young Police channel, because we have done expose so many of the PMP wickedness. Even when they try to disrupt the economy from the United States of America, we were able to infiltrate their group and dismantle it and cause disarray between them. The former FBI agent Rattigan, Wilfred, a man who have no conscience. But Wilfred Rattigan, we can't promise you this, because there's a day that God have for you, and you will suffer before you die. I am not God, so I am not the one who's going to make you suffer, but you're going to suffer for all the things that you have said and mislead black people with your lies. For what? For money? You don't think about your soul. You talk about Allah. Which Allah you talking about? Muslims are not people that's supposed to be liars and wicked and misleading their own people. And you are not a Muslim, a true Muslim. You're the epitome of evil. You're a sellout. Boss a slave. House nigger. I have no respect for men like you. Men like you, empty, soulless, unconscionable, depraved mind. And your will not change, because that's how you are. You're a Michael Manley student. Learn from the best. Wickedness. That's why I've never called you. I have your cell phone number. And I had spoken to people who are very close to you. Give me a number to call you, and I told him that I would never talk to you. If you want, you can call me. But I don't keep friends with people who have no conscience. And for you, as a man who's from the ghetto, supporting this evil white man, it doesn't go to show you the kind of person you are. A man who lack conscience, decency, ethics. Imagine this man is telling us as black people, dead people can't vote. And what have you said? Nothing. What Steve McGregor said? Nothing. And I have spoken to family members from Franklin Town who have known Steve McGregor before he was police, and even whilst he was police officer, and families who live in Warwick Island and Rockfort. They have nothing good to really say about him. As I said before, and I say again, I've worked with the man. I know him, from I was a teenager. But knowing someone, and sharing different beliefs. But this is a man who is willing to sell his soul for power. Not a patriot. So he's just another bossy slave too, in the scheme of things. And I've said before and I say again, any police officer who's close to Danai Williams cannot be a good police officer. And I say that without any apologies. Reason being, I am from the belly of the beast. I have family who live in East Kingston, Rockfort, Burger Gully, McGregor Gully. I can go on and on. I have family who lives all over in the Kingston metropolitan area. And I have encouraged them. And I told them, with no uncertainty, if you vote for the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, don't ever call my phone. Don't even mention that we're a family, because you're a traitor. And who wants traitors in their family? Certainly not me. I don't know about you. But we're at a crucial juncture in our history as Jamaican people. Imagine, you have black people running behind a white man. Jamaicans require a visa to visit England, while a British citizen can ascend to the position of Jamaican Prime Minister and opposition leader, while you need a visa to go to his country. Don't you see that these people are, not only that they are dummies and fools, but they are first world idiots. First class idiots who can't think for themselves. These are people who are brainwashed. They are organic robots. You look at them and it just breaks your heart to see what they're doing to them, their own self, their own people. Telling them to vote for a man who says that dead people can't vote. Meaning that killing black people is nothing for him to attain power. While we have a black man who's telling Jamaican people that violence is not the way. We must be able to choose the party that we believe is best for us, and choose the leaders who lead with moral authority, not leaders who support criminality. And we have seen this before. Michael Manley 2.0 playing all over right before our very eyes. The white man says dead people can't vote. Let that sink in. So make no mistake, when the words dead people can't vote leave the lips of a man seeking power, it is far more than just a statement. It's a revealing of his true heart. It is not random thought, not a slip of the tongue, not a political banter. It's a declaration of the lengths he is willing to go, the lives he is willing to sacrifice in order to achieve his ambition. Remember, you're talking about white people, we kill millions of people around the world. Remember what they have done, even in America. If you ever hear about the Devil's Den, we hear that, 10,000 black people that stay in a hole and then die. Same during the Civil War of America. And it was done not by about the Southerners, but by the people from up north. When a leader, or would-be leader, frame human lives as an obstacle to political victory, he's telling you something chilling. Your safety, your dignity, your very existence are expendable. If they stand in the way of his power, this kind of statement should never be brushed aside. It is not just simple provocative language. It's the blueprint for action. History has shown us time and time again, from colonial powers to dictators, that before blood is spilled, the idea is planted in words. And those words are often dismissed as just talk until it's too late. So when we hear this, we must treat it as what it truly is, a promise. A promise that if it serves its political goals, the lives of the people, black people, will be the price. And that is why such a man must never be allowed to lead Jamaica. Mark Gummy Golden should never be allowed to lead Jamaica, and the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization must be voted out of the political system by voting for every JLP aspirant to be member of parliament. And that is why such a man must never allow to lead Jamaica. Because leadership should protect life, not bargain with death. A prime minister should unite the nation, not divide it with the threat, spoken or unspoken, that some lives are worth less than others. To ignore such words is to give permission for them to become reality. And Jamaica cannot afford to pay that price. Our lives are sacred, and our lives were given to us by the Almighty Creator, not by white men from Britain or from Europe. God created us as his people. We should not have been here, but we are. We are survivors of genocides, slavery, rape, torture, lynching, exploitation, robbery, buttwhacking, pillage, lies, propaganda, and the most wicked of them all, slavery. Let that sink in. So when a white man is saying that dead people can't vote, he's not talking about his fellow British citizens them in England. He's talking about you, black Jamaicans. But we know that the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, supporters, voters and activists, they are saying there it's not them, because they don't view others as brothers and sisters. They see them as enemies. What kind of people are they? So, black people, we have to stand shoulder to shoulder against the enemies within and make sure that these people never ever to see leadership in our country. They are enemies of black people and enemy of truth, decency, ethics, and they are everything that's against God. These people don't even fear God. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.